How did a small country, located several meters below sea level and almost entirely flat, characterized by its canals, tulips, and windmills, become world famous mainly for its cheese production? What was its secret? How did it manage to surpass so many other competitors? What led to its recognition? Welcome to the Netherlands' most beloved cultural treasures, the Dutch cheese market. From the green fields of North Holland to historic town squares and even the canvases of Dutch masters, cheese in the Netherlands is more than food. It's tradition, craft, and story of global success. The roots of Dutch cheese run deep, real deep. The Netherlands is a country that is practically synonymous with cheese. The history of dairy farming in the Netherlands dates back thousands of years, to the time when migrating tribes first settled in the region. These early inhabitants quickly recognized the agricultural potential of the fertile land. They began domesticating animals, including cattle, for both their meat and milk. The Dutch farmers' expertise in animal husbandry, combined with the favorable climate, led to a surplus of milk. This abundance of milk, a highly perishable product, posed a challenge. Resourceful farmers, seeking ways to preserve this valuable resource, turned to cheese making. Cheese, unlike fresh milk, could be stored for longer periods, providing sustenance throughout the year. The earliest cheese-making techniques in the Netherlands were likely rudimentary. Farmers used simple tools and relied on natural processes. Rennet, an enzyme that coagulates milk, was obtained from the stomach of calf. The milk was heated gently over a fire, and the rennet was added to separate the curds from the whey. The curds, the solid part of the milk, were then pressed to remove excess moisture, shaped into rounds and left to age. These early cheeses were likely simple firm cheeses that provide sustenance rather than complex flavors. They were nonetheless an important source of nutrition for the Dutch people. Over time, cheesemaking evolved from a simple necessity into an art form. Dutch cheesemakers experimented with different techniques, refining their craft and developing unique cheese varieties. As centuries passed, Dutch cheesemaking techniques evolved significantly. The arrival of new technologies, such as the invention of the cheese press, allowed for greater control of the cheesemaking process. The development of specialized cheese molds enabled cheesemakers to create cheeses with consistent shapes and sizes. Furthermore, the Dutch began experimenting with different milk sources, including goat's milk and sheep's milk, to create a wider variety of cheeses. The Dutch also discovered that aging cheese could enhance its flavor. They began constructing specialized cheese warehouses where cheeses could mature under controlled conditions. The aging process, influenced by factors such as temperature and humidity, led to the development of complex flavors and textures, transforming simple cheeses into culinary delights. The history of Dutch cheese is marked by several significant milestones. The invention of Gouda cheese, named after the Dutch city Gouda, a semi-hard cheese known for its mild, nutty flavor, quickly gained popularity both domestically and internationally. Another significant development was the creation of Edam cheese, named after the town of Edam. Edam, a spherical cheese with a distinctive red rind, became a popular trading commodity due to its long shelf life and portability. The Dutch government also played a role in promoting Dutch cheese. They established strict quality regulations to ensure the consistency and excellence of Dutch cheese production. These regulations, still in place today, has helped to solidify the Netherlands' reputation as a producer of high-quality cheeses. The Dutch cheese market are living time capsules. In towns like Alkmaar, Edam, and Gouda, they are more than just commercial hubs. They are a small window into the Netherlands of the past. These markets are more than just places to buy cheese. They are vibrant celebrations of Dutch culture and history. They offer a unique glimpse into a centuries-old tradition. You will witness the art of cheese trading and savor the delicious flavors of Holland's most famous export. The roots of these cheese markets stretch back to the Middle Ages. Gouda, home to the world-famous Gouda cheese, began its market tradition in the 15th century. Edam, known for its iconic red wax cheeses, has held markets since the 16th century. Alkmaar, known for its bustling atmosphere, has hosted its cheese market since the 14th century. These markets were originally established as trading hubs for farmers and merchants. Farmers would bring their cheese to sell, and merchants would then distribute it across Holland and beyond. Over the centuries, the markets evolved into important social and cultural events, places where people could gather, socialize, and celebrate their Dutch heritage. Let's take a closer look at the cheese market in Alkmaar. Upon arrival at the station, you will find this type of signage indicating the direction to the cheese market. It is approximately a 15-minute walk. The cheese market in Alkmaar takes place from the last Friday of March until the last Friday of September, every Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. On the way to the cheese market, you will find several vendors setting up their stalls next to the Groot Sint Laurenskerk, where you can taste different types of cheese and purchase them at very reasonable prices. The walk already feels like stepping into an old-fashioned movie, thanks to the charming architecture of the buildings. The city is mostly visited by tourists. Along the way, you will pass the Alkmaar City Hall, followed by a monument to war hero Tros Weissmuller-Meyer. She was a Dutch resistance fighter who helped bring Jewish children and adults to safety before and during World War II. Born in Alkmaar, she became known as the mother of 1,001 children for her crucial role in organizing child transports between 1938 and 1939. The monument was unveiled in July 2020, across from her birthplace. The Dutch Cheese Museum is located in front of a canal. On the canal, you can see cheese arriving on old-fashioned canoes, coming directly from the warehouses, with farmers dressed in traditional clothing. The air here is fresh, and occasionally you can catch the aroma of Gouda and other types of cheeses. I'll show them to you one by one later. This is how the weekly cheese markets unfolded centuries ago. The carriers, dressed in white uniforms and colored hats, transport large, flat wheels of cheese on wooden barrows. It's a captivating scene, filled with vibrant colors and stacks of cheese wheels. The carriers transport large cheese wheels to the traditional scales, which are still used today to determine the weight and price of the cheese. They typically walk in rhythm, swinging their arms in unison. You can see the live music being played on the screen. As part of the experience, you can visit the museum and book a ticket to participate in the cheese transports. Children are sometimes seen riding on top of the wooden barrows as part of the event. The cheese transported at this market is real Gouda cheese, not a fake replica. Therefore, the carriers are lifting actual weight throughout the entire event. Every effort is made to keep the experience as realistic as possible. The women dressed in traditional clothing are called the cheese ladies. They sell a cheese package that, to my surprise, was an excellent deal for Dutch cheese. The price is incredibly affordable, just €20 for 3 500-gram cheeses which usually cost around 8 to 9 euros each at the regular supermarket. A traditional inspection of the cheese quality is also held as part of the market. These markets are a testament to the Dutch people's commitment to preserving their heritage. They are a reminder of the importance of tradition in a rapidly changing world. When most people think about Dutch cheese, they think about Gouda, Edam, but there's actually a wide variety of cheeses. To give you an idea, I'll describe some of the best ones and how they can be combined for a true Dutch cheese experience. Gouda cheese is nutty, it's buttery, it's sweet, and it's absolutely delicious. It has a creamy texture that melts in your mouth like butter. Gouda can be aged from as little as 4 weeks to over 5 years, and the flavor intensifies with time, almost like wine. You can put Gouda on just about anything, sandwiches, crackers, or enjoy it on its own. Edam cheese is a bit more refined, a bit more sophisticated. It's smooth and mild, and it's famous for its red wax exterior. It has a gentle, slightly salty flavor that might not overwhelm you at first. Edam is best enjoyed with fruits, like a pear or a handful of grapes. The sweetness of the fruit cuts through the saltiness of the cheese, creating a flavor combination that definitely you need to taste. This is the kind of cheese that you might bring to a garden party. Leiden cheese is unique for its warm spices, cumin and clove. It's a hard cheese, perfect for grating over pasta or salads, adding a depth of flavor you won't find in the average cheddar. This cheese has a strong aroma, similar to the one of a good blue cheese, and the flavor is just as good. Bemster cheese is a gourmet Gouda, aged in traditional warehouses, located below sea level. It's a hard Dutch cow's milk cheese, with a production process similar to that of other hard cheeses like Gouda. What sets Bemster apart is its distinct flavor, which comes from milk produced by cows that graze on grass grown in sea clay soil, in a polder 4 meters below sea level. The Maasdam. This cheese is like the mix between Gouda and Swiss cheese, with its sweet, nutty flavor and those signature holes. This cheese, if melted, it gets all gooey and bubbly and makes everything it touches taste like heaven. The Limburger. This cheese is not for everyone. In fact, some people might even say that it smells like feet. Underneath that strong aroma is a cheese that is absolutely bursting with flavor. It's strong. It's an experience. Let's just put it that way. You can try this Limburger cheese on a cracker with a bit of mustard. The sharp, tangy mustard cuts through the richness of the cheese, creating a flavor combination that's both strong and delicious. The Dutch didn't just make cheese, they shared it with the world. In a world where cheesemaking wasn't just a profession, but a way of life, a tradition of excellence emerged from humble beginnings. This tradition was passed down through generations of cheesemakers. These early artisans weren't scientists or gourmet chefs, they were farmers. People who, through trial and error, learned how to transform milk into something extraordinary, all without sophisticated equipment or modern technology. What they created became a source of sustenance, a valuable commodity, and a symbol of their culture. Little did they know their cheese would one day conquer the world. The Dutch weren't just master cheesemakers, they were master traders too. With ships capable of sailing across the globe, they connected with every corner of the world. They weren't afraid to use those ships to spread the gospel of Dutch cheese. From the bustling ports of Europe to the far reaches of Asia, Dutch cheese became a hot commodity. A taste of the exotic, a symbol of quality and craftsmanship. Dutch traders were shrewd businessmen, but also cultural ambassadors in their own right. They understood that to truly conquer the world with their cheese, they have to cater to local tastes and preferences, and adapt, and they did. They created new varieties, experimented with different flavors, and packaged their cheese in ways that align with local customs. They didn't just sell cheese, they sold an experience, a taste of something new and exciting. The great thing about Dutch cheese is its remarkable ability to adapt to different culinary cultures. It's moldable, ready to be infused with local flavors and herbs. In Italy, it might be paired with some dried tomatoes and basil. In India, it could be spiced with cumin and coriander. Dutch cheese isn't about imposing its identity, it's about embracing the flavors in the world. During the Dutch Golden Age, cheese became a core export. During this period, Rotterdam's port became a global cheese gateway. The quality and shelf life made Dutch cheese perfect for long journeys. Today, the Netherlands exports over 3 million worth of cheese annually. And it hasn't all been easy. Reclaiming land from the sea for agriculture was a monumental challenge. Competing with countries like France and Italy required branding and innovation. And still, global trade shifts like US tariffs continue to pressure the industry. So, next time you find yourself face to face with any Dutch cheese, remember that you are looking at a culinary legacy. And you, have you ever been to the city of Alkmaar? Let me know in the comments. If you are planning to visit the market, feel free to share anything important about the city that I might have missed. This is the train station in Alkmaar, and like every typical Dutch city, there is a huge parking area for bicycles. But this one also has wheels of cheese next to it. Did you notice them? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to press the thumb up button and subscribe. Have you ever tried any of these cheeses? Which one is your favorite? Let me know that in the comments as well. So, for now, I just would like to say, see you soon!